All right, and if you don't think shots like this are cool, then you're playing the wrong game, because this is what Flames of War is all about, in my opinion. Great looking cinematic shots like this, really makes you feel like you're in the game, really piques my interest when I get to see terrain and models like this. And it's not just my stuff, anybody's stuff that's top-notch. It just makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy inside. So here we are, the Russians, turn 2, taking some shots. Clearly, they have line of sight, and that tiger is well in their viewpoint. So there he is right there. Now, if we remember back to the last turn, I mentioned something about the turret. And I said I'm going to keep the turret facing to the old position. Now, that's important in terms of what happens when you hit front armor versus side armor. Okay? Now, if you don't get the point of this from my video, which I'm sure I won't make as clear as Phil has done, please go to the Battlefront website. There's a great video up on shooting, and they discuss all about hitting side armor versus front armor and all about the shooting step in a much better way than I'm doing here, but I'll do my best to try to reiterate what Phil has said in the video. So here's what we need to do. We need to calculate how many teams are actually going to be able to shoot the target. And from here, the position is, I have one T-34-85 that can shoot, and I turn the turret to face. I have a second T-34-85 that can shoot and hit the tiger. And this one right here can also position its turret to shoot and hit the tiger. Now, these two are clearly in the open with no concealment. This one here on the right does have some modifiers. It is shooting through this tree, so it's going to be concealed. Now, if we check range, which I will do, I believe you will find just over 16 inches. Just over 16 inches, and of course the back one is over 16 inches. And we know from the previous shooting step that is a +1 modifier when shooting. So far, the modifiers for the front two, it's the skill of the target team that you're trying to hit. He is a 4. Okay, so let's set that 4 down there so you can see that hopefully on camera. He's a 4 to hit. Now, because it's a long range, he will be a 5 to hit. And that applies to both of the first teams. They do have rate of fire 2, but because they move, they have to rate of fire down to 1. And because they have hen and chick, it's also an additional +1. So they are now hitting this German tank needing 6s. Just to recap, it's 4. 1 because it's over long range, so that's 5. +1 because they moved and shot, so that makes 6s. That means that the back tank is a 4, a 5 because of long range, a 6 because of concealment, and a 7, which is impossible because of hen and chick. So the back tank, although is visible, is in range, it can clearly see the tank. Because of special rules and modifiers, it's unable to hit. Likewise with the other back 2 tanks. So that means that there is 2 shots being fired at the Tiger tank. Now, let's take the tanks close up and we'll do the shooting step once again.